Ladies and gentlemen, Greg McCloskey from ForexLive.com. Today's date is December 7th, 2023. This is a kickstart video where I take a look at three of the major currency pairs, the euro versus US dollar, the dollar versus yen, and the sterling versus US dollar. So let's get started. I'll start off by taking a look at the daily chart of the euro versus US dollar, and this move to the upside here. This is, we had a sort of a consolidation month in the month of October, and then we based and we trended to the upside in here, and we went below the 50% retracement in trading yesterday and again today, with the low price coming down to the low of this swing area. Now the swing area is defined a long way, going back a long way. Take a look at all these different lows and highs that came within this area. Now admittedly it is a pretty wide swatch of support and resistance. And it even goes back even further. If you watch this area right through here, you can see how the price really started, or this swatch of support and resistance all started way back here, going back to 2022. So fast forwarding to this area right through here, you can see that the low price did stall the fall. We had to get through that level, and we couldn't do it. We are seeing a rotation back to the upside and back above the 100-day moving average, also back above the 50% retracement level, these two levels right through here, and that is tilting the shorter term bias more to the upside. Now on this daily chart, the 200-day moving average would still need to be broken above, and also the 38.2% retracement of the same move to the upside would need also to be broken around the same level. So what we have right here on the daily chart is that the 100-day moving average 50% retracement around the same level. The 200-day moving average of 38.2% retracement around the same level. Those are the ping-ponging type of ranges that we can expect right now. We tried the downside, we couldn't get below the low of the swing area, move back above the 100-day moving average, back above the 50% retracement, and that is sort of driving the price action in trading here today. You can see in the last hour the price has moved further to the upside with the failure below the 100-day moving average, below the 50% retracement. This is what it looks like in the minutia here, how the price traded above and below both those levels in trading here today. So there is some stall around those levels that we've not seen on the daily chart. You can see it more clearly on the hourly chart. Up here, the high price, these low prices, I guess, and the high price right here, and here, come in at 1.0803-ish, 04 level, get above that level, and we look toward the 200-day moving average and also the 100-hour moving average, which is moving down and breaking down now below the 200-day moving average. So getting above those levels would also be something more positive here for the euro versus US dollar. Let's take a look at the dollar versus yen, and this is one that really moved sharply to the downside. BOJ's Ueda spoke and sort of laid the pipe a little bit for changing policy. That was the interpretation. Technically, what we did see over the last few days is a lot of resistance right around the 100-day moving average and 100-hour moving averages, these two blue lines right here. In trading yesterday, we came up to it, found willing sellers. They came up to it again, found willing sellers, came up to it again, found willing sellers, came up to it again, found willing sellers. So you can see the lid against that 100-day moving average, keeping a lid on the pair. And the dam broke with the comments. Was it technically driven? Part of it, absolutely. The 100-day moving average did hold resistance, and buyers turned to sellers eventually and pushed the price up below this low price from last week, and the momentum started moving more to the downside. Now you see this 50% retracement level down here. If I go to the daily chart, and I took a look at this last move to the upside here, this move from the July low to the high price that we saw in the month of November, the 50% retracement level comes in at 144.57. And that's about where the price stalled in trading here today. So there was a reason for the stall rate in at the 144.57 level. You can go back here as well and take a look at these lows right through here that formed the bottom before moving to the upside as well. So that is a target that the market came down to and found support buyers against. And we'll see going forward what that means or if that level can be broken. If it can be broken going forward, then that would open the door for further downside momentum in the dollar versus yen. When you get a sharp move like this into the downside, what you also want to do is maybe take a look at the 5-minute chart. And if you look at the 5-minute chart, watch this 100 bar moving average that comes in at 145.36 or 37 currently at the moment. If it starts to get above that level and start to show more upside potential, then the buyers are trying to take a little bit more control in the shorter term. Absent that, who's in control? Sellers. So be aware of that. Trends are fast directional, tend to go further than what traders expect. You can see that here and faster, and that is what we're seeing in the move to the downside. Also, another way you can look at this is if you put a Fibonacci retracement of the last trend leg to the downside, the 38.2% retracement, right around the 100 bar moving average here. This is of the last trend leg to the downside. I'm trying to give the buyers the benefit of the doubt that they can get to the 38.2% retracement. If they can't get above that 38.2, then guess what? The sellers are more in control. And so watch the 100 bar moving average, watch the 38.2% retracement. Finally, let's take a look at the sterling versus US dollar. And let's look at the hourly chart. When we look at the hourly chart, we had we had a couple of swing areas in play this week. One was up here. The other one was down here, and we had trouble going below the first one in trading earlier this week. You can see the ups and downs around that swing area through here, and we had trouble again at this other swing area down here with the price moving above and below. We are now back above it, and after trying to stay below the level here, and we're back up to this other swing area. Watch the 126.02 level, watch the 100-hour moving average on the top side. Those are our next targets to get to and through if the buyers are to take more control. The 100-hour moving average is coming down toward the high price from yesterday's trade as well, near 126.13. Again, around 13.7 to 18.6 is going to be resistance on the top side and trading in the sterling versus US dollar. So there you have it, a look at some of the major currency pairs as we kickstart your trading day. My name is Greg Mikulowski. Good fortune with your trading. Bye-bye now.